we are discussing here world after World War II. So why world after World War II is important to discuss. World War I was basically focused only in Europe, though it is called as World War, but it is not actually World War. Mainly it was focused in Europe and to certain extent Africa, because Asia, because Turkey or Turkestan was involved in that World War I. But in World War II, it was focused in Africa, Europe and Asia also. America as a USA was involved in first war as well as second, but actual war was not happened in America continent. But nation from America continent was involved. Now here, during World War, the race was there to become superpower. After First World War, England emerged out as only superpower. Say, France was competitor but not superpower. Spain was prominent nation but not superpower. You can check out in First World War or Second World War. Spain, Portugal, these nations, they are not participated at all. Only the war was focused with Anglo-Saxon race, that is England and America. They are called as Anglo-Saxon nations, along with help of France and all these things. But after World War, that is World War II, the situation was different. After First World War, England emerged out as prominent power, but in Second World War, no doubt England was victorious, but Germany was able to destroy much of the power of Britain. And that's why Britain was not now able to hold their colonies in the hand. Everywhere in the colonies, the freedom struggle get dominated one. As we discussed earlier also and now also, that the freedom of India is not only because of non-cooperation movement and that civil disobedience movement and all that. No, actual India's freedom is remarkable because of the achievements carried out by armed revolutionaries. The final shock was given by INA, that is Indian National Army, or we are calling it as Azad Hind Sena, that was established by Netaji Subhash Chandra, led by Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, established by Rasa Bihari Bose with help of Japanese government. The army of India proved to be disloyal with Britain, and Britain was not able to send new army in India. These two reasons were given in Parliament, and Britain decided to give us freedom. Like that, in India, the things happen. Within next 10 years, that is in range of 45 to 55, maximum nations from Asia and Africa get separated out. They got freedom, depending upon their level, but they got freedom. Now, at that time, world was having attraction towards communist power. Actually, communism is based on principles given by Karl Marx, German philosopher. But his important book, that is called as Das Kapital, 3 volumes are there. First 2 volumes are written and edited by Karl Marx. The third volume is written by Karl Marx but edited by his French friend named as Frederick Engels. On basis of that, government should be in hands of workers and farmers. And that's why the Communist Party is having symbol, that is they are showing sickle and hammer. Sickle is sign of farmers and hammer for workers. And color of their flag is red. They say whatever is your color, your nation, basically all people are having same color of blood. and therefore the communism idea start developing in old days in Europe, and then onwards in Asia, Africa, all these continents also. The successful nation who carried out this revolution and established communist government, that was Russia. It is after revolution, it is called as USSR. So this Russia was successful nation who employed communism, and then it tried to spread this communism in other world. In 1929, world was facing great recession. But after that recession also, America, France, England, even Germany was suffered, but Russia was not having any suffering from this recession. People thought that this is the power of communism. And then many people from other parts of world also get fascinated by communist ideas. Whereas the communism is a ringing bell of danger for capitalist people. And therefore they went against this communism. A struggle was started between communist world and capitalist world. After Second World War, whatever territory was conquered by Russia, because Russia got success, this is second important thing, that none of the nation was able to defeat Hitler. Whether American army was there, not American directly, indirectly, but directly British army, French army, Dutch, Polish, or Norway, Sweden, all these nations were not able to defeat out Hitler, but Russia was able to defeat out Hitler practically. And that's why it is proved that communism is having very strong power. Ultimately, at the end of life, Hitler also admired that communism is having very good power. And then onwards, the eastern part of Germany was given to Russia. A government was established in eastern part of Germany that was having influence of Russia, and western part of Germany was occupied by England, France, and American part. They established their capitalist government. This was actually, say, model was kept in front of world. See, this is communism, this is capitalism, and which is performing better, you can check out. Now, Russia emerged out as new superpower after Second World War. No doubt, Russia lost out tremendous things in Second World War. But Russia gained also. Whatever territories were lost out by Russia during First World War, Russia was able to gain during Second World War. Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, these nations were conquered by Germany in First World War. Russia gained it. When war was going on, the parts of Poland and variety of nations, actually Germany conquered, that was conquered by Russia again. And then after after World War, Russia established their communist governments. The government was actually independent theoretically but practically under control of Russia. Same way, after World War, China also accepted communism under leader Mao Tse-tung. They started communist government in China. Actually, beginning was much earlier. Many revolutions happened in China. Reforms occurred and ultimately it transformed to communist ideology. China is and was a big nation at that time. And therefore, obviously, Russian party became more strong, dominated. Whereas America, then England, France, all these nations, they were trying to establish capitalism, particularly in newly formed nations. You are aware that as Britain or France, they are losing out their colonies. The new nations were formed, and these new nations were already tremendously sacked out by these European people. They were exploited by European people to great extent, and therefore they were having problem of poverty. How to emerge out from this all poverty and all that? For that purpose, they were having attraction towards Russia. How Russia overcome the problem of Second World War and soon competed become competent in the world, that was actually a looking example for these newly coming out nations. Even you check out in India, what we are calling as 5 years planning, that was actually, this concept was accepted from Russian ideology. The 5-year planning, the planning commission is there, 5-year planning is there, all these concepts. Even you can check out the word socialism is there in our constitution. That was also some sort of influence. I am not saying that it is exact, but there is some connection, some sort of influence over here. And even India, no doubt, in theoretically we were non-allied, we were having separate nation, but still we were having friendship with Russia, technologically and with all respect. Now, the newly formed nation in the world, they were having idol as Russia, and they decided to develop as Russia developed. So communism was obviously trying to spread over there, whereas America was not ready to go for this type of activity, that in nation, maximum nation in world, maximum nations are becoming communist. So they started helping them directly, and this way the Russia and America started a war, which is not actual war. So what is there, that is called as a Cold War situation, where newly born nation, that was either get influence of America or it is getting influence of Russia, and both were trying to influence this nation and taking this nation towards their side. And like that, world was divided into two groups again, that is under Russia and under America. And then anywhere problem is there, all other nations tend to help that. And that is the reason that the situation was very difficult. It is situation of Cold War, and there was danger of Third World War. See the danger. What was the level of that danger? That America or USA that produced first nuclear weapon. Followed by that, Russia also able to produce first nuclear bomb. Russian first nuclear bomb. So other than America, now Russia is also having nuclear bomb. Then onwards, Russia tested out hydrogen bomb. And like that, dangerous weapons were produced. And then, if they use practically, suppose the nuclear war was there, then situation was very, very difficult. That was basic idea. Now, here they got competition in the weapons. Media also started spreading out one-sided view. The capitalist will spread out their view, communist will spread out their view, and aggressive campaign was carried out in the media. Then, sometime there was problem, that is America sent some aeroplane on Russia. It is called as, it is spy aeroplane, whereas Russians decided to destroy that plane. And America openly accepted, yes, we sent that plane to check out Russian development regarding this war. Now, many times the world was having problem that international situation become explosive, and maybe possible the world is divided, and maybe possible there was beginning of third war. Now India's role in this all, here Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru played important role. They came out as third pole. Say one was America, one was Russia. But here they means from India, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, from Egypt, Abdul Gamal Nasser, from Yugoslavia, Marshal Tito. And they decided that we had to remain independent, we should not go under influence of Russia or under influence of America. Even Pakistan supported this concept initially, but later on Pakistan received help from America, and that's why in 1965 war, America was tested their weapon in Pakistan in the war. In 1971 war also, America was behind or supporting out Pakistan, and ultimately we also decided to get help, not under directly, but we are getting help from Russia. So like that things was there, the competition was there. Now what was the impact, or what were the impacts of this world war? World was divided into two parts and a competition, but that was actually cutthroat competition. Notice we are not calling this as positive competition. So that was there. The competition in formation of weapons. So that was there before First World War also, after First World War also, and after Second World War also. The most destructive weapons were produced. Then nuclear weapons. We are calling in environmental chemistry this word as plutonium pollution. Why? Because plutonium is not naturally occurring element. It is man-made element. It is used to produce a bomb. If you are aware that in America, the first America tested out bomb on human being, that is on Hiroshima, that is having name as Little Boy. That was uranium bomb. But when they tested out on Nagasaki, that was plutonium bomb, that is called as Fat Man. So this way, the weapons developed from plutonium become more destructive. Nagasaki was destroyed same way as Hiroshima, but bomb was not exploded on Nagasaki. Some 4 to 5 kilometers away from Nagasaki, bomb blast was there, and still it was destroyed the same fashion as Hiroshima was destroyed. This is effectiveness of plutonium bomb. America as well as Russia carried out various tests. They tested out nuclear bomb in air, under the water, even on island, under the land, in desert also. And America tested 2 more times, that is directly impact on man. It is said that some 1200 tests were carried out by America, whereas 800 tests were carried out by Russia. Approximately data is there. Here, many times these nations were not supporting out UNO. They were using veto power for their for own benefits. They use veto power, and because of that, the globalization concepts were not practically happened after World War. Very true thing is that the development was there in weapons, development was there in space race. Yes, because German scientists were very advanced in those days. America contributed whatever the Germany was there in parts of under control of America. The scientists were taken from Germany to America, that is from West Germany to America. The scientists from East Germany were taken from East Germany to Russia, and both scientists helped out their local scientists and they entered in space race. The first space shuttle sent in the space, that was by Russia, having name as Sputnik. Again, space race become more competent. The first life in the space was also sent by Russia, that is having name as a dog was there, female dog was sent, having name as Laika. Then the first man in the space was sent by Russia only, having name Yuri Gagarin. Then onwards, America also got success. America sent various men in the space, and then they started a race that is called as Deep Space Mission. And ultimately America got success in sending out man over moon. And like that, the space race was also there. But whatever the research and development was carried out, that was nice. But we here the expenditure was there on that, that was much more. That can be expended over other parts, then it was more beneficial. Now this way we got the concept, that is the impacts of this Cold War. Anyway, but to prevent this impact of Cold War, Russian President Khrushchev taken some efforts, particularly in 1959, Nikita Khrushchev visited America to reduce out the impact of Cold War. But then also much things were not happen. Only the Cold War get little bit mild, that was there. But practical efforts or successful efforts were taken by President of USSR named Gorbachev. Particularly during 89, a sudden change occurred. Gorbachev decided to carry out change in the situation. He introduced concept that is glasnost and perestroika in Russia. That glasnost means open way of thinking, transparent way of thinking, and perestroika, that means we have to get redevelopment or reorganization. And then he taken some efforts. Because of that efforts, the World War stopped out. Particularly American President Ronald Reagan and Russian President Gorbachev, because of them these things happened. They decided to stop this Cold War. Then they decided that army or expenditure on army or defense services should be reduced, and like that they decided to stop the World War. But followed by that, in Russia, USSR, some impacts were there. Gorbachev were arrested. Rebellion was there in USSR, and ultimately USSR split out. Today what nations you are observing? That Kazakhstan, Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan, Azerbaijan, then Armenia, Ukraine, Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, Belarus. Like that, various nations you are observing, they all have emerged from USSR. And now there is no USSR, there is Russia, being biggest nation in that part. So this way they split out, but still the communism is there in Russia. Here we can check out that the World War or Cold War in all over world, now it is almost ended. So this is particularly post-war situation we discuss with reference to Cold War.